All right, friends, we're back for episode 3. This is seated balance work. Now, this one's going to be tough. So, if it's too much, go back to week 2, maybe go back to week 1, or you can layer these. You can start with the first one, laying on your back, kind of getting your groove with your pelvis. Come to episode number 2, where we work on some of that standing stuff. And now, episode 3 is balance work. So I'm sitting in a chair. I am not against the back of the chair. So I am way on the edge of the seat. Okay. Put my hands on my hips, kind of find that place where I'm focusing my attention on. Draw a line with your spine straight up. So activate the core. We're not slumping. We're sitting nice and tall. And then I'm going to hold my arms out in front or out to the side, your choice. I'm going to lift my leg and then release. Here's my affected leg and release. So we're just doing some marching. Now, the tendency when we're marching is we slump, which actually makes it easier. But we're going to sit tall, which means our hip flexors and our core have to be engaged. Arms in front is nice if you want a little bit of that sort of ballerina work. Now, I can tell after I'm doing this, I'm getting sloppy. So I'm going to stop, zip up my spine, take a breath. And I'm going to do 3 more sets, not sloppy. Lift mindfully. There's my affected leg. It does not want to come up as high. That's okay. Last set. Beautiful. Now, when we don't hold on to the chair, we're actually really engaging our core. We're inviting our hips and our legs to do some of the strength instead of holding on to a chair and pushing in that way. We want to really engage the area of our body that we're working on, which happens to be the old hips. Okay, so now I'm going to take my legs wide just to get a nice stretch, and I'm going to open up. So I have to use my hands here because my left leg doesn't want to open on its own because my muscles back there in my cheeks have just decided we're not doing anything. So I want to make sure that I'm talking to my cheeks and saying squeeze. So with my legs open, my hands on the inside, I'm going to squeeze my buns and then release. So I'm not using my hands. Squeeze and release. I just have my hands there as support, but you could put your hands at your heart. Now, try without your hands inside your legs. Squeeze your buns. My right one wants to go way back because my right cheek is much stronger. So now that I have the awareness that this side's working harder than this side, I'm going to focus my attention only on my affected leg. I'm going to squeeze my cheek, release it. It's really hard. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Okay, so doing both is good to see the comparison and the awareness that my right leg wants to do all the work. 2 more. And so as we're out walking in the community, I'm still using a cane. That's okay. Might be using a cane for the rest of my life. That's okay. But as I do that, I'm dumping into my right side, and that's sending a message that my left leg doesn't have to work quite as hard. So I wanted to come back to the basics of rehab exercises, activating the cheeks, activating the core, building strength in the legs. Okay. And that as I go out in the community and I walk, I may be able to ditch the cane because I've put awareness into my affected side. I've put awareness into my left leg. Now, because the marching, it's much easier on the right side, I'm going to single leg march, just like we did with the arms out, only my left, only 3 times. Okay, I'm going to hold my hands on my heart. So I'm going to march. I want to collapse. That's the awareness. March and march. Okay, it's really hard, and that's okay. It's the truth of where I'm at, and maybe when I come back to this tomorrow, it won't be so hard. All right, last thing we're going to do for balance and for seated strength, we're going to actually do 2 things. We're going to come to tree pose in a chair. Let's do the unaffected side first. Put your hands together. You can interlace them if you like. You can put them together palm to palm. We're going to lift the unaffected leg. Straighten the unaffected leg. Okay, we're just going to hold it here. Now take your arms and reach them out wide. You can do this. You're feeling fire in the leg. Don't collapse the belly. Lift. Take a breath. And return. We're going to do it with the affected side, and it's not going to be fun. Hands together at your heart. Lift your affected leg. Don't collapse through the spine. Straighten your affected leg. Now, for me, I'm going to support that leg. I'm just not in a place to hang it out there for very long without support. You could also be using a yoga strap here. Take a breath and return. Now, as I do this throughout the week, I'm going to pay close attention to, am I able to extend that leg, not collapse the spine for even a microsecond more? It's not that I'm looking for achievement and confetti to fall from the sky if it happens. I just want to have the awareness that I'm progressing in the right direction. This has been a long haul for me, and 3 surgeries in 12 months, 3 different sets of physical therapy in 12 months. I'm just ready to come back and build strength. So I'm taking all that I know in my 20 years of fitness, yoga, mindfulness, Pilates, all my PT exercises, bringing them in. You ready for the last one? This is a tough one. We're going to stand up, not holding on. Maybe the first one we need to hold on. Maybe we don't. Activate the core. Take a breath. Hold your arms out in front. Ready, go. Stand up. Okay. Now lower yourself. I have to hold on. That's okay. Lower yourself. Okay. I probably should have another chair nearby. Feet are flat. Quads are engaged. Belly's engaged. Everything's active. Ready? Take a breath. Equal pressure. Stand up. Now I know I was just loading up my right leg. I could see it and I could feel it. That's okay. I'm going to continue to work. I have to hold on. I'm going to continue to work on standing up with equal pressure on the legs. Okay. My right leg's getting tired. I'm not getting any younger. I don't want my right leg to fall apart. So, seat to stand is the hard one. So, you have a week or so. Keep practicing it. Activate, engage, stand tall, build strength standing, and then come to these. Now let's just take a final twist. Take your left hand to your right knee and twist. Twisting is so good. After we work the core, we want to release some of the tension in the back. Switch sides. Oh, plus twisting just opens up the heart. It just makes you feel better as a person, I think, because we're opening. We're not living our life here. We're living our life here. All right, I'll see you for the next one.